Is it right about now? I think it's now. I think we're live. I think every live stream starts like that. It starts like, "Hey, are we there? Hello, hello, are we there? Hello, hello, are we there?" And yet, you got these videos, regular videos, that are they're just right to the point. But live streams, you always gotta wait. You gotta test the microphone, make sure everyone can hear you and see you, and all those nice, wonderful things. And then you finally get into it 20 minutes later. But, yeah. We're live! We're live, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Third Rail Thursday. My name is Tim. This is They Make It Like That, and it is November! Like I said, every single one of my streams on Third Rail Thursday, because I'm the first Thursday of the month, starts with, "I can't believe it's..." Insert month here. Okay. There we go. Is that better? Alright, elephant in the room. I feel like garbage. I probably look like garbage too. But I feel like garbage. I'm a little under the weather because it's November. November. It's November. Yeah. So it's November, which means that I'm sniffly and coffee. Coffee. And, coffee. Don't be alarmed. It's nothing serious. It's just a cough. Okay? 2023, everyone's always asking. It's just a cough. Don't worry about it. But I'm going to be fighting back coughing because I'm mic'd. And I don't want you guys to burst your eardrums, especially if you're listening on headphones. If you're listening on headphones, don't, because that would suck if I coughed in your ear. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm also coming off of another crazy week of crazy nights and days and nights and days and nights and days all at the same time. So I'm a little loopy. I'm a little tired. This might be a short one. We'll see. But yeah, at least my laptop is working. Here we are. I can successfully transition between camera angles, which is super cool. I love it. I also have dog cam, but he moved since I last set it up. So I don't have dog cam right now. I have under my workbench cam, which can also be, wait for it, focus, which can also be second angle cam. All right. Let's, sorry. I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. Let's take a look in the chat. Let's scroll back up as far as we can. Sorry, Panmeister 36. Panzermeister 36. Big fan, buddy. I love your videos. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, man. I wish we met on better terms. No. I don't even know. They are... Yes, they are, actually. Z36L. This guy knows his brushes. I didn't even know what brand they were. I bought them because they were good. I bought one, and then I did this little number last time, previously on Third Rail Thursday. It was pretty cool. I loved how they turned out. Like, those brushes, there's so much control. Let me switch to this angle. Like, look at the control that this brush has. I'm going to use this as my pointer. Like, I have, how many different colors in here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors that are blended together. I mean, they're not fully blended. It's kind of a blocky look to the coloring. And then I went in with an ultrafine Sharpie for some of the cracks that you can see here. And, whoops, obviously the 3D detail and everything like that. But yeah, I was so excited with the result of this piece. I'm going to work on this car a little bit more tonight, as well as maybe those trash cars again. Get those guys finished up. And some more stuff, because I have some cars that I want to get finished so that I can put them on my Etsy store. So that's fun. Yeah, moving back to the chat. What do we got here? We got... No, I mean, it would have been cool if Wolverine was here. He wasn't. It's just I had 3 of these brushes and I was holding them up. And, yeah. Who else is here? We got Mark here. We got Wigwag, Jackie, Trackside Mike, Go Via or Go Home. Dwight Curley, James of Dundas Junction Model Railroad. Who else is here? I'm not picking my nose. I have an itch. I was sanding styrofoam all day today, and I just... Every orifice of my being is just styrofoam dust. John Garvin's here. Hello, John. Hello, Kevin. I saw another Kevin. Hello, other Kevin. Hello, other John. Hello, Gamerboy Taza. Taza? Sparky107 is here to make sure that I get some work done on his trash cars. They're almost done, buddy. Don't worry. I'm just taking my time. Want to make sure that they're right, you know? Cough due to the cold or from the kids? Yes. Just, yes. Forever DC 302 is here. Hello, Forever DC 302. Mini Prince. What's up, Mini Prince? Shout out to Mini Prince. Check out his stuff if you haven't already. I'm sure you have. Everybody here has been here before. But I'm just saying all the things. Brian Ferguson. Hello, Brian. Hello, Randall. If I'm missing anybody, it's because I'm trying to scroll super quick. Yeah. Anyway. I think we've arrived. Mark, yes, I did trim my beard just a little bit. My beard, okay, so my beard does this really annoying thing where when it gets longer than this, it Jimmy Neutrons, but in reverse. If you guys have ever seen Jimmy Neutron, maybe not, but he had that funky hair that kind of went up and swooped like a soft serve ice cream cone. So that's what my hair does underneath it. Just like that. And it's really annoying. I can't get it to just go straight. If it could go straight, I would just grow it. I mean, my hair is past my waist. Why not my beard too? I mean, why not? But it keeps doing this stupid Jimmy Neutron thing, so I just trim it. It's easier, because then it doesn't look like something from Nickelodeon. Yeah, okay. Moving right along. I did say that I was going to do some graffiti, so we're going to do that. Mr. Panzermeister. I've never actually said your name out loud before. I've always just read it on the screen, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love this channel. Are you still here, or did you just chime in earlier? If you haven't seen his channel, check it out. That guy is... Dude, your videos are intense. You do some great work. Mostly tanks, but honestly, if you're into that, that's great. If you're not, his stuff is still fantastic regardless. He's got some really cool techniques for doing rust and weathering and things like that. And I mean, there are model train videos as well on his channel. Definitely check them out. He was one of the first channels that I ever came across when I started really paying attention to model train stuff on YouTube. Before that, it was just shows and stuff like that. But yeah. Whew. Trying to hold in another one. I'm trying to hold it in. Sorry, I couldn't hold it in. Anyway, okay, so previously, like I said, I did this one, and then before that, I was working on some stuff for Sparky, like I said. I'm thinking I might do this one. I don't want to mess with Wiggy Waggy. I might do a couple tags, but this one I think I want to put a little throw up somewhere over here just to finish it off. I'm not going anywhere near the road numbers. I'm just going to leave that alone. I might tape them off when I weather so that it looks like a patch job. But I don't know. We'll see if we get to weathering today or not. I might save that because I still haven't done the third car yet. And I might want to weather them all at the same time so that they match. Maybe not match. I don't want them to match. That's ridiculous. Who said match? Nobody said match. I just want them to be similar. You know? Just make them similar. It's easy. I also did an outline on this car. The reason I'm showing you all of this is because I don't actually want you guys to go back and watch the replays from last time, because I was having laptop trouble and then I used my phone and my phone doesn't have a microphone that works properly. It was just a mess. So I used my phone and then that died and then I switched to my laptop. So there was actually 2 streams and it was just chaos. But this came out of it, which, I mean, dude, this is amazing. I mean, I'm not, sorry. Sometimes I forget that I did it, you know? And I'm just like, hey, that happened. It's art is weird that way. You don't realize what you're doing sometimes, and you just get in the zone. Like, I just kind of stopped paying attention to the chat. I stopped paying attention. I just kind of just focused on what I was doing, and it just happened, and I love it. Honestly, it's one of my favorites now that I've done, and it's kind of caused me to want to, like, it's caused me to it's inspired me to level up my game a little bit when it comes to doing graffiti. That's why I literally bought one of these brushes and then did this, and then like the next day pretty much I went out and bought 3 more of these. The thing is, these brushes, okay, it's the title of the video, clickbaity title and thumbnail and stuff, so let me actually talk about them. These brushes are from Michaels. They are the Royal and Langnickel Z73L, and you already know 73 is the best number, so they're great. They are a liner brush, and if you can see, I don't know how well you can see it. Let me focus in on this for you. Hang on a second. What's the minimum focus distance on this lens? Can I focus on this? Let me see. Look at that. Look at the point on that thing. It is so tiny. So tiny. It doesn't hold a lot of paint, but it gets the job done because you can really, really focus on what you're doing and get it into really tight areas. I'm going to experiment with it a little more today. Maybe on the other side of this one or on this one. I'm not sure yet. And then, little shameless plug, these are both going to be for sale on my new Etsy store when they're done. What? My new Etsy store. What? Anyway. Alright. Let's do some stuff. Again, really sorry about the coughing. I might even, if I can feel it coming on, I might just mute myself real quick. And then, yeah. Just let her rip. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in now. What should we do, guys? What should we do? I'm gonna just do a quick throw up. But just a throw up outline on this car. But what I want to do let me find it here. I'm going to pull up a color wheel. Because sometimes it's fun, it's nice to look at a color wheel so that you can help yourself find colors that will either complement or clash. In graffiti, it's kind of nice to clash a little bit. So I have magenta and teal, which kind of contrast each other a little bit, but I want something that'll just pop and kind of fight with those colors. So I'm thinking maybe like an electric blue. Thinking that might be cool. What do you guys think? Electric blue? Electric boogaloo? Roger Coleman, you're not late. You were in the chat before. Sorry, guys. Let's get scientific here, shall we? A little scrap. Let's see. Electric boogaloo. That's cool, isn't it? I'm being all fancy because I want to, like I said, I want to up my game, and I also like how this looks, and making a drastic change like this is a lot. I'm more so worried about it over here. What do you guys think? Blue? Or yellow? I'm gonna do blue. Gonna do blue, guys. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Alright. I'm going to do it right over top. Because I can. Wife says yellow. Well, she's a wife, so she probably knows best. If she's anything like mine. It's on your it's on Mrs. Garvin at this point. It's on Mrs. Garvin at this point. Roger's running trains? No way, Roger. Alright, so here's the thing. I can't remember if I mentioned it last time, but I think I might have. I promised, and I've made promises before on this channel, and then life gets in the way, and then things don't happen. Hard drives crash, and all that fun stuff. I really wanted to run trains this week. My layout is mounted on the wall in my basement now. My plan was to run trains. However, I worked 15 hours on Tuesday, and I'm very tired. Last night I just did not have the energy to move my cameras from the garage to the basement. And then, you know, I haven't put trains on the layout yet. I've just put the layout down there. The trains are actually still in the garage. They're packed right now. So I haven't even had a chance to set everything up. You know? There's a lot, and I'm tired, and I didn't want to do it last night, so I just said, you know what? Sorry, but next time. So next time on They Make It Like That Third Rail Thursday, we might run trains. Again, I'm going to say might, because, you know, my job, man. My living just gets in the way sometimes of my hobbies. It's so annoying. Well, you know, in my line of work, we got Christmas coming up, which means all the mall displays are coming out of hiding. Right now we're building 5 8-foot-tall gingerbread houses and 4 4-foot-tall gingerbread men and women, and all the accoutrements to make said gingerbread men and women feel at home in the gingerbread houses. That's what we're doing. Hi, dog. What's up, pup? What's up, pup? You good boy? You good boy? That's my dog. He's a happy guy. Sorry about the jarring camera movement. Let me do that for a second. And then switch back. You good boy? The thing about throw-ups is sometimes you can't even read them because they're just all bubbles. And that's fine. There. It's just there. Buddy got caught. Couldn't finish. That's fine. Chris is in the house. What's up, Chris? Mr. Chris is here. Everyone say hello to Chris. Okay. So that one I'm happy with. What do you guys think? I might, and this is just me mighting, I might do another half a throw up or something after it's been weathered, because that's a fun look too. I've done that a couple times recently and I really like the look of it. Gives it a lot more character, gives it a lot more story. Hello Derek Alexander, hi Tim, James, Chris, Mark, Eminem, Trackside Mike. Yeah. All right. What's next? What's next? Let's get some color down on this guy. Yeah. You know those coughs that like hurt your back? That's these coughs. All right, here we go, boys and girls. We are going to use one of these new paintbrushes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use the previous paintbrush because I can. I also got this pack of paint at Michael's. I don't smoke, sir. I don't see the point. This is my PSA. Oh, it's backwards. I got these paints at Michael's. They were on sale. They worked out to less than $1 a bottle, which is cheaper than the dollar store, which can't go wrong with that. Yeah, look at them. Look at them. Yeah. How many is it? 24? And it was less than $24 on sale. So that worked out. I'm going to try some of them out. Where's my sharp object? There it is. I like it because, whoa, I gotta clean my workbench off. I like it because I have colors I wouldn't have thought to buy. I mean, you get the pinks and the purples and the teals and all these different graffiti colors, and obviously you want some whites and blacks and things. But I would have never thought to buy like 4 different shades of pink and red and vanilla paint. I mean, oh, they all really need to be shooked. Yeah. Lots of different colors. Lots of very similar colors. But you know what? It's all going to work out, and that's going to be great. The other thing that's cool is you can take like two colors close to each other, and you can do some shadow and highlight nonsense. Did I use a coupon? No, it was just on sale. It was just marked down at Michael's. Check. I don't know if they're still on sale, but yeah, check it out. Let me do a bit of that. I want to kind of keep it in its little tray. Sorry, I tried to hit the mute button fast enough, but I couldn't. I want to keep them in their little tray because then they're already like kind of organized by shade. Let me use these two. And because I watched the Pixel Depot, I got my post-it notes. Is it cold? Wants to know how cold it is, Sparky. How cold is it? 6 degrees Celsius right now. That's fun. What's 6 degrees Celsius in America? Hey Siri, what's 6 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? 42.8 degrees America. Jeez, man, this cough is rough. I'm hoping that that was enough mixing. Need to build myself a paint shaker. I saw someone 3D print a little paint shaker, or paint can, like paint jar holder that attached to a jigsaw blade, and then they just ran their jigsaw with a paint bottle attached to it. That'll do. There we go. There's some purple. The beauty is, look at that. Less than the size of a pea. That's probably enough. You know what's a funny word? Lozenge. Why is that word so funny? Alright. I've lozenged up. Let's do this. This might need a few coats. Or even a coat of white first. Let me zoom in actually. I don't know why I haven't. There we go. Can you guys see that okay? Brighten it up a little for you. Did you see blue? Was it a Tim Brim? No. Because that's a Tim Brim. I would have had to have been way over. The plumber is here. What's up, the plumber? Yeah, these brushes, they have so much control, which I love, for all these little tiny areas. You don't really see it now. Like right now I'm just pounding on the paint. But you'll see it once you start adding a little more detail to the paint. But this is just kind of a coverage coat for now. I'm hoping I can get it to dry so that I can carry on tonight. I need to get a hair dryer. I'm married to a hairdresser, and yet I don't own a hair dryer. She has like 40 of them, but I wouldn't be caught trying to use one of those for modeling. Derek, yes I do. I do sometimes model a train car before I do graffiti. The reason I typically do graffiti first is because it blends really nice. But what I'll usually do if I do graffiti after weathering is I do graffiti, then weathering, then more graffiti. Or sometimes if I'm not doing a lot of graffiti, I'll just do weathering and then a few tags or a throw up. How do we know when to use a paint pen or a paintbrush? Depends on the application or the look that you want. With paintbrush, you have a lot more control and you can blend colors a lot easier. Paint markers really go on like more of a solid color, like all at once. So I use that a lot more for line work or like doing those little background splashy bubble bits or details. Sometimes if I want it to look really solid, then I'll just use a paint marker. But the thing that's nice about a brush and paint is that you can, and I only just realized this, like fairly recently, but you can really blend the colors nice, and you can put it on really thin and it dries pretty well right away. Yeah, so this is not super vibrant. I might want to actually do white first, but you know what? I'm going to do a second coat of this and see how bright it is later. But I'm going to leave it for now. And I'm going to work on this one. Sorry, everyone. The lozenge is not really helping. I still feel very tickly. No, it's not down the wrong hole, Mike. It's just that my throat's a little out of it this week. A little under the weather. But we're pushing through. Sometimes you just gotta push through. Oh, John, that's awesome. I've always wanted to do graffiti on a slot car track. I had a guy that wanted to do graffiti on a slot car track once, and I guess during this was before COVID, and then I lost his number, and he lost mine, and that's the sad ending to that story. I might still have his number somewhere, I don't know, but yeah, I've always wanted to do that. If you know anyone with a slot car track that wants graffiti along a retaining wall or something cool, I would love to do that. That would be so neat. I love retaining walls. I mean, you don't see retaining walls these days without graffiti. It's too much of a blank canvas for everybody to pass up. I just realized, you guys, that I'm painting white on a gray car, and it's really hard to see on camera. I'm going to try and get in with this one. Can you see this? Hang on. Is that better for you? Because that's the thing. These brushes are awesome, but they really put down a thin coat, so you gotta be careful. You gotta be ready to do lots of coats. But I'm going for subtle on this one. Is your husky named Boxcar? That's pretty cool. Does that mean I need to put Boxcar or put husky on a Boxcar? Hi, dog. You heard me talking about another dog, so you had to come and remind me that you're here? You're funny. Oop. There we go. Oh, charge the battery. Okay. That didn't last. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have 2 batteries here. I don't know which one is charged. So we're going to figure that out real quick. Oh, this one is charged. I think. We're going to find out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to find out. Here's the thing. I've heard a lot of people that are really scared about putting a hole in the wall for their trains. Drywall is literally the cheapest building and renovation material that you could possibly buy. And if you cut your hole just right, you can save the piece. And then all you need is a stick to screw it back onto, and it would be like patching a hole if somebody punched a hole in the drywall. Or if you hung a picture it's so easy. It's such an easy fix. Mike, you're right. It's such an easy fix to fix a hole in drywall. And also, as long as you're living there, you're fine with that hole because you're going to have trains. Right? You're going to have trains. Oh, I just put a little bit of white up there. Oh well. Graffiti. You're going to have trains as long as you live there. And when you move out, that's when you have to worry about it. And if you're like me and hate moving, then you're not going to move anytime soon. So if you have everyone's blessing to occupy 2 rooms, don't even worry about the wall. If you have the room, if you have room A and room B, and you want trains in both, 2 little bits of drywall is the least of your worries. Takes a little $6 thing of mud for patching picture frame holes and a putty knife, which if you're in modeling, you already have one probably, and about 4 screws and a paint stick that you can get for free. And if you don't know how to do it, there's 47,000 YouTube tutorials on how to patch a hole in drywall. Don't even worry about it. And then here's the other thing. I see Boxcar talking about landlords. You know what? If you have a rental, just put a hole in the wall. It's a hole. It's like hanging a TV. When you hang a TV, you gotta put massive like lag bolts into the wall, don't you? So what? You just patch it. Patch it before you move out. You'll still get your security deposit back. If you really don't know how to do it, you get a buddy to help, or you hire someone for what? $100? I mean, I know you don't want to spend $100. Well, then guess what? Then it's your time to learn how to patch a hole in drywall. Everyone should know how to patch a hole. It's so simple. Everybody gets so scared. I know I'm going on and on about this for a while now. But it's honestly, I hate to say it, maybe it's a controversial topic. Everybody's always so scared about punching a hole in drywall. It's not a big deal. Just, if you got the room, you got the room. I know people who have moved their furnace to make room for trains. Redid their entire HVAC system to make room for trains. Punching a hole is it's just the beginning, folks. Speaking of which, what's up, Kev? Chris, next time I'm at your house, I'm just gonna punch a hole in your wall. And then you have two options. You can either fix the hole or you can put trains through it. Cause you got a whole back basement. Put another 3 levels back there. Oh. I really got to deal with this camera situation. This thing popping on and off all the time is really annoying. Tell you what, Chris, tell you what. I will come to your house and punch a hole in your wall. And then, you can do what you want with it after that. But when it comes time to fix it, I'll come back and fix it for you. It's totally on me. Just so that you can run trains in your other room. Expand your empire. Just get her done, bud. That's what I think. Okay? That's what I think. All right. I know that didn't really change a lot. But it added something. So that's that. Oops, come back. There we go. Can I make your basement bigger? Well, technically I could. Just dig a hole. Kevin, you're not at bigger basement yet. You still got room for a second level. Okay. That's all I have to say about that. I want to test this one. Sorry. I know that you guys weren't looking at anything just there, but I was testing something out. I'm gonna do it with pencil first, because I don't want to mess it up, because I like this car. Give me 30 seconds here. Sorry again. I really am trying as best as I can to mute myself whenever I have to cough. But you can only do so much. I can't reach my knife. Why did I put it over there? Hang on. Sup, dog? You a good boy? Hmm? Come here. Come. That's my dog. Fisherman Friends. I've been using Fisherman Friends. Fisherman's Friends. But, with no avail. Eli? Derek says you're a cutie. How's that make you feel? I know I'm losing a lot of the detail in this, in the patch, but I don't mind, because it really adds to the fact that it's been patched over, right? It's not necessarily even, oh, this guy taped over the road name when he did this. It's just that the railroad repainted that spot. There. So that is that. Where did it go? I'm gonna fix this camera one of these days, I promise you. Oh, boy. Shit. Oh. What level is this car? Who's asking? Mike wants to know what level this car is. I would call this a silver. If I go much further, it'll be a gold. There's a lot of detail in this piece. So even though it's only the one piece and a throw-up, it's borderline gold. But yeah, I would say that it's a silver. Dave wants to know if I've ever done the Energizer Bunny. I have not. I should do that. That would be cool. Alright, let's do this, shall we? The thing is, with the cars that I do for Etsy, I don't necessarily follow the rules of my own levels, because sometimes I'll do the other side. Honestly, my price point for those, it just depends on how much I paid for them in the first place, and then how much time I spent on them. I don't really gauge it as I would the different levels. So I just typically will work on it till I like it, and then just put a price on it when I'm done, depending on how much I've done to it. And then yeah, take it or leave it. So that's that. Just a little something extra. A Felix the cat. Yeah, that'd be cool. You know, I'm kind of jealous of Chris's clock. That clock is cool. My uncle has the same clock. I love it. It's just nostalgia for me. I would gladly have that clock in my office. Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think you do have a Felix car, don't you? I think you do. I want to do a little bit more on the other side of this car. Let me pull up. Where did it go? There it is. So I mentioned it last time. I was wrong. This is not a Walthers. This is actually an Intermountain car. Here, let me switch. This is an Intermountain car. CP rail, covered hopper, obviously. I'm going to do the other side, just because I want to. Probably nothing crazy. But, yeah, and then when it's done, it's going to be on Etsy. gonna be it's gonna be metal. Sorry, anyone British. That was atrocious. Yeah, it's in Intermountain. I have the box right here, actually. Intermountain. Sorry, I have my coffee in my hand. There it is. Intermountain. It's originally from Otter Valley. Speedy Gonzalez. I know someone who could do that. Just saying. Okay, so that's that. Where's my pencil? Let me just see if I like this. Oh, I made that huge. Huge. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so here's the issue with me trying to mute myself when I cough. Is when I switch camera angles, the mute button moves. I don't know why, but it does. It's very annoying. Gotta figure out something to do. What are we gonna do? What are we about to do? This is why I do pencil outlines. This is why I do pencil outlines. Chris, I just got your message. That's hilarious. Maybe next time. I got a lot of hoppers to work on. People are going to start to wonder if I'll ever have boxcars on my Etsy store. As far as ease goes, for graffitiing, I love hoppers. But for looks, I love a TTX boxcar. TTX high cubes, I think, are my favorites. Any high cube, really, they just look cool. I don't know. Auto racks are cool. But yeah, I really do want to have a lot of intermodal, just because that's the way of the future. For at least for my layout, anyway. The world seems to be shifting towards a lot of intermodal. At least from what I've seen, anyway, on the rails. So I want to have some intermodal on my layout. But for graffitiing, nothing beats a hopper, really, because it's super smooth, but you gotta have it all, otherwise you can't just only graffiti your hoppers, because they don't make it like that. I've done hoppers before where I actually didn't do any paint. I just did it like a pencil sketch with shading and everything. It looked really cool, like grayscale. I might do that. Oh, I didn't do that on a hopper. I did that on a reefer car. Reefer cars are cool. Nice big blank white wall. Can I get that to focus? Yes, I can. Do taggers bring ladders with them? Some do. Not gonna lie. I've seen videos of people using ladders. Also, grassy knolls seem to be useful. Some of them, like, literally just climb the car. That's the thing about graffiti. The goal is to get places that are hard to get to. They're marking their territory, right? And if you can get to a hard to reach place, then it's a win for you. And it's more likely to stay. Chris, I don't have any shows planned right now. Maybe as a spectator, but life has been nuts this year. And I just haven't gotten into the show season as quickly as I'd like. But that could change. The season is young. Oh, we lost it there. So as you guys all know, the world lost a friend this week. Mr. Chandler Bing sadly passed away. 54 years old is way too young. And Friends is one of my favorite shows of all time. And so, yeah. I'm not going to go crazy into a tribute or anything like that, but why not put Bing on a car, you know? I grew up watching Friends. That was my childhood. I mean, that kind of shows you my age a little bit, but yeah. I mean, that's how the world works. You live and then you don't, you know? But 54 years old is just way too young. And it hit everyone by surprise. I don't know if everyone here is a Friends fan or not, or a Matthew Perry fan, but I am. I thought he was hilarious. And so, yeah. And we lost it again. There we go. Gotta do a real 90s color scheme on this. I know I did teal on this side, but I gotta do teal and purple, because that's the 90s. Teal, purple, and pink. What's that? The pattern called Dixie pattern or whatever? You know, the Dixie cups from the 90s? Let me get a reference of the Dixie pattern. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? This. Right? That's what I need. Was I a Jennifer Aniston or Courtney Cox lover? I don't know, I found them both kind of whiny, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Rachel was all like, ew, you know, and Monica was just grouchy. Now I'm a Phoebe fan because she's the only one that hasn't gotten her lips done and look like a clown. That's how I feel about that. If you want to change your appearance, go to the gym. If you want to get smaller. Or if you want to get bigger, you eat a cake. Or a cheeseburger. But surgery to make yourself look different is stupid. That's my opinion. If you like it, great. If you don't, cool. Free country, bro. No, Phoebe was Lisa Kudrow. Oh, I forgot a 3D spot. That's the bottom of the eye. Right there. Phoebe was Lisa Kudrow. Courtney Cox was Monica. Who here was a Friends fan? Let me hear your favorite Chandler Bing moment. A Jennifer watcher, not a Jennifer listener. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think honestly, it's hard to pick a funniest, really, on an ensemble cast like that, because they all really complemented each other. All right. That's that. Now I want... Can I zoom this one in? How am I zoomed in all the way? Let's bring this one in a little more. Come on. Focus. There we go. Sorry. I'm trapped in an ATM vestibule with Joe Gallagher. Great episode. I like the one where he's locked in Rachel's boss's office, and she really wants him to leave, but then realizes, or no, he wants to leave, and she's about to let him go, but then she realizes that if boss lady comes back and he's gone, that she's going to find out that Rachel has a key to her office. So she tries to handcuff him back, but handcuffs him to a different spot. Yeah. He hits himself in the head with a filing cabinet. Oh, man. He plays that so well. Like, you believe that he actually got hit in the head with a filing cabinet. Maybe he did. I don't know. But, yeah. That scene was so funny, especially when he's like, she's gonna find out anyway, because now I'm handcuffed to a different spot. It's just chaotic. I love it. I bought my wife a mug that says, "How you doing?" Actually, I think she's using it right now. I almost borrowed it for the live stream, but it's not as big as mine. And I like more coffee. Oh, it was a blooper. That's awesome. Those are the best kinds. Oh, you know what? I don't want that there. I don't want that there. I changed my mind. Cover that back up. Goodbye. What I want is pink. Might take several coats to cover. I knew about that last one, Kevin, about him asking where to go to coffee. That was a genius ad lib. Way to ad lib the last line of the entire series. That's hilarious. My other brush. Oh, there it is. Give it back. Give it back. There we go. No, actually, only... sorry. Joey and Rachel both worked at the coffee shop. Ursula, Phoebe's twin, worked at a restaurant that they all went to. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. I guess it's better than a Tim Brim, isn't it? Bumping the camera with my hat instead of blocking the camera with my hat. I used to watch Friends literally every day. When it was on Netflix, it was just on loop. I'd watch it straight through, and then it would end, and then I'd start it over again. And then when they took it off Netflix, then I started doing that with The Office. Because the Office is actually my favorite show. It surpassed Friends. But up until then, Friends was my favorite show. And Friends is definitely a close second. Yeah, Rachel didn't work. Rachel was just employed there. What's nonsense, Kevin? Oh, that The Office beat out Friends? I knew you'd say something. Sorry. The thing is, it's apples and oranges, really, because Friends is a multicam sitcom and The Office is a mockumentary. They're totally different styles. They're both sitcoms because that's the only category, really, for half-hour comedy television, but The Office is totally different than Friends. The Office actually references Friends, which is hilarious. Derek asks if I ever watch Seinfeld. Yes, I do watch Seinfeld. It's on quite regularly in my house. You guys ever watch the channel CMT? It's constantly playing The Office, Everybody Loves Raymond, King of Queens, Seinfeld, Cheers, and Frasier. Not in that order. But it just plays those constantly. And so it's just a quick and easy channel to throw on in the background while we're going about our lives. Monica was on Seinfeld, and wasn't there a bunch of extras too that were on both? Or bit characters? Sorry for the jerky camera. Just trying to get you guys closer. But Monica had a pretty good arc on Seinfeld, didn't she? Like, it wasn't just one episode, it was several. That's starting to look like something, I think. Thanks, Derek. I tried to channel my inner 90s. Let me move this paint out of the way before I stick my hand in it. Chris, is that a Chandler line? And he's like, "You looked and you put." Oh, it's a Seinfeld one? But isn't there a licked and put line that Chandler says? Kevin? Sorry again. I'm looking for Chandler one-liners. Pivot's a classic, but that's Ross. So here's something new. My Sharpie pen died, so I'm dipping it in black paint and using it as a really fine brush. Yes, you've got to stop the Q-tip when there's resistance. Or there's rock, hard place, me. Whoppa! Yes, thank you, Chris. There you go. Could that tag be any more 90s? I'm happy with it. Mr. Chandler Bing. Mr. Matthew Perry, my guy. Gone too soon. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm happy with it. I'll make a Chandler-shaped hole through that door. Yes, that's a great one, too. Alright. So that is that. Hang on one second. Sorry for the bumpy ride, but we're going up. And sorry for the coughing. Oh my goodness. What a night. Okay, so that is... Yes, I can relate too, Chris. Make jokes when I'm uncomfortable. It's my whole life. Alright, so that's the other side of this car. I might not go more than that on that one. We'll see. So this you guys saw last week, or last time rather. I added a throw up outline that it's gonna be patched over when I weather it, which I'll hopefully do soon. And on the other side we have Bing. Yeah, so that's that car. I'm gonna weather it, and it'll go on my Etsy store. You could be the proud owner of the Chandler car. Why not? Yeah, let's transition back to back to here. And we're going to do this. Because we're winding down. Winding down. I'm petting my dog, sorry. It just looks vigorous on screen. Happy dog. Happy dog. Yeah. So that is my stream. Dude, I almost forgot. So next week, I'll probably make a short about this just so that it gets out there because I totally forgot. Next week is going to be Mike and James. I'm not sure which channel. Go subscribe to both of them. Trackside Mike and Dundas Junction Model Railroad? What is it? What is James's channel? Dundas Junction Model Railroad. Yes, that's right. When I met him, it was just James. And then he changed it to Dundas Junction. Yeah. I will be cautious. The light behind me is yellow. I know, because the stream's about to end, right? So it's like stop when safe. That's what you're supposed to do with a yellow. Even though most people think it means, oh no, I gotta go! That's not what it means. Yeah. So next week is Mike and James. I'm not sure which channel it's going to be on, but subscribe to both of them and you'll see it. It's a bit of a wonky month. There's 5 Thursdays. So it was me today. Then it's going to be Mike and James. And then from there, it's going to be DaveCo. He's going to jump on for a week. And after that is Mark on M&M Rails. And then Chris. Go via or go home. Yeah. John wants to know if I'm going to be at Whitby. I might be at Whitby, but I might not be at Whitby, if you know what I'm saying. Might be there, but I don't think I'm going to have a table there. Reason being, I think I have to work that Saturday. That's one of the reasons. It's the reason. I have to work that Saturday, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately. Yeah. Anyway, I will maybe even put out a community post tab or something recommending the schedule of Third Rail Thursday for this month because it's wonky. But once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening and putting up with my nonsense and putting up with my cough and my sniffles and my lozenges and all of that stuff. It was a fun time. Glad you guys were here. But until next time, remember, they make it like that.